Ah, there you are. Today is an auspicious day. Most auspicious. It's time we address a matter that is long overdue. Yes, indeed. I remember when you first set out for Unicorn Way, bright-eyed and brimming over with potential. Oh, seems like just yesterday. Of course, much has happened since then. The troubles with Malastare and Morganth. We've had you traipsing all over the spiral. Yes, you've done all that was expected and more. The faculty is all in agreement. It's time for your official graduation from Ravenwood. It'll be quite an affair. Don't delay now. Mr. Lincoln awaits you in the Cabinet of Wonders. He will prepare you for the ceremony.
Hello there, young wizard. I hope you're as excited as I am. I can barely keep my reading glasses perched on my bill. Such a landmark occasion. It's not every day we have a graduation ceremony at Ravenwood. In fact, I can't recall the last time it happened. I've had a cap and gown fitted just for you. Very elegant, I think. Put them on and step into the tapestry to reach the ceremony grounds. Headmaster Ambrose wants this day to be extra special. Many distinguished guests have come to congratulate you. Let's not keep them waiting.
The gown is made from rich casimere, giving it a fine depth and soft lustrous sheen, and the cap is quite stately. The grounds of Ravenwood are decorated like never before. Colorful banners are everywhere, and a colorful array of guests as well. It is indeed a most festive occasion, and to think it's all in your honor.
Welcome, wizard. It is my distinct pleasure to call you before Great Bartleby this day to recognize your remarkable list of accomplishments. You have not been with us at Ravenwood for very long, yet you have had a profound impact on the school, indeed across the spiral as a whole. All of the esteemed guests who have gathered here today are familiar with your shrewd mind, your heroic spirit, and noble virtue. None more so than your distinguished teacher, Professor Dworgin.
Why, hello there. This is really quite the honor for me. I've never done this before. Don't let that worry you. We'll be fine.
Although I'm officially in charge of the Death School, you have taught me just as much, if not more, than I've ever taught you. For that, you have my undying gratitude, wizard. And, if anyone who is supposed to be dead and gone rises again, I'll call you, okay?
Wizard, you've been more than an exemplary student. You've been an inspiration. And on a personal note, you've become a dependable friend. And so, without further ado, I hereby pronounce you a graduate of the Ravenwood School of Magic, with honors even. Oh, dear. Well, that was certainly unexpected. And did you see Bartleby? I've never seen him quite so frightened. And there goes Professor Wu inside the World Tree. Perhaps you should go and ask if she needs assistance. I hope you can discover the meaning of this. I'll be in my office.
Goodness gracious, what happened? It looks like that chill wind has made Bartleby sick. But how could that be? Bartleby's been standing here strong and healthy ever since the dawn of time. To see him sick, it worries me. I am ashamed to say, I don't even know what ails him. Maybe Bartleby himself knows what's wrong. Would you be a dear and go ask him?
Cold. Such a cold wind. Chills one right down to the roots. From whence did it come, though? That's the cause for concern. A far, far away feeling, where land meets the sky. Oh, I do not feel well. Tell Ambrose, there is trouble where land meets the sky. Yes, where land meets the sky.
Ah, yes, our new graduate. I'm so proud. But you look worried. Is everything all right? Bartleby is sick? Well, nothing like this has ever happened. It's quite disturbing, chilling even. That wind must have been very cold. What did Bartleby say, though? Where land meets the sky. It sounds vaguely familiar. Perhaps something to do with Polaris. Polaris is one of the worlds that old Cobb mentioned, is it not? Oh, dear. Yes, we need to look into this. We should ask Professor Drake. Cyrus, of course. He spent some time in Polaris, as I recall. Go ask if Bartleby's words make any sense to him.
Back for more applause? I'm all clapped out, I'm afraid. Or is this something more serious? It's Bartleby, isn't it? Sick. How unexpected. Where land meets the sky. Yes, that is a reference to Polaris. It lies at the very edge of the spiral, the horizon, as it were. But why it would make Bartleby ill, I have no idea. Perhaps there is someone in Polaris who might know. An old witch. Baba Yaga, as she's called. She was a friend once. Baba Yaga's a bit of a recluse, hard to find. But she has a henchman, a former circus strongman, dubiously named Ivan the Great. Take the spiral door to Polaris. It leads to the capital, Walrusburg. Ask around for Ivan the Great. Hopefully he can lead you to Baba Yaga.
stop right there. Before you may proceed, you must hear the official welcome to Walruskberg. On behalf of Her Most Grandioseness, Empress Antusket I, I welcome you to Walruskberg, crown jewel of Polaris. Enjoy our glorious city, but abide by the rule of Imperial law. No merrymaking, no fishing, no magic, no singing, and no leaving the city. A curfew is in effect in some parts of the city from sundown to sunrise. This is a winter season, so the next sunrise is many months away. Also, in accordance with Law 3-1604, I must ask, what is your business in our fair city? Ivan? Ivan who? You mean Ivan the Terrible? Bah! Ivan is under arrest. That rabid beast nearly destroyed the Inn of the Midnight Sun. Go see for yourself, if you must.
The inn is quiet, and you don't see any signs of a struggle, at least not in here. The innkeeper looks frustrated, however, and he keeps glancing nervously at the door to the back room.
Look, I don't want any more trouble. The inspectors told me to keep my mouth shut, so I'm not saying a word, not while they're here. If you have questions, you have to go back into the feasting hall and talk to Inspector Clouseau.
But what is this? Some kind of intruder? This is a crime scene intruder. By order of the Inspector's Brigade, I am putting you underneath arrest. regret this, intruder. I never forget a face, especially when you stick your nose right in the middle of it.
Clouseau may come back and hassle me later, but it was worth it just to see the look on his face. Oh, you're a friend of Ivanson. Oh, you've never met him. Don't listen to the inspectors. Ivan's the best husky I know. This wasn't his fault. The inspectors are to blame. They were roughing up some innocent penguins and Ivan intervened. Took 10 inspectors to restrain him. Locked him up in the Bastille now, like everyone else who steps out of line. Even packed like sardines. I can't imagine how they fit them all. Listen, though, you want to help Ivan out? You're no friend to the inspectors, so I'll tell you. Talk to Red Rosa at Lacomb's Press.
Yes, I am Red Rosa, but what is it to you? Are you conducting a census for the Inspector's Brigade? Innkeeper Gerber sent you. I don't know why. You have a friend in the Bastille, but who doesn't? All right, tell you what. There's a place in the harbor, Le Nettoyage. It's where we cleaned fish. Well, until fishing was outlawed. Maybe you come down to Le Nettoyage, and maybe we talk some more. No promises, but maybe. Oh, and watch out for the Inspector's Brigade. With a curfew, no one is supposed to be on the street in the harbor. There you are, a wizard from Ravenwood, yes? Don't be surprised. We've been watching you ever since you stepped through the world door. Attention, my fellow patriots. Our new friend has arrived. If you haven't realized it yet, the Empress has become as mad as a colony of sea monkeys to outlaw fishing. And this curfew, it cannot stand. This is a revolution. We will free everyone from the Bastille and bring down the Walrusk regime. First, they must know we've had enough. We will dump their rotten, stinking, imported fish into the harbor. One of the ships on the docks has many crates, but we don't know which ship. If you will go to the Inspector's Brigade headquarters and get the Harbor Master's report, we can find out. Do this, and you will earn our trust.
Voila! It's that disrespectful wizard Clouseau told us about. This is how I get promoted to Chief Inspector.
No! This is how I get promoted to Chief Inspector!
The intruder intrudes again. And not this time am I not surprised. Wait, did I say that right? Never you mind, fiend. To arms, inspectors. The intruder is at the top of our game. None can know that the brigade is up to this fishy business. There is a time to laugh and a time not to laugh. And this is not one of them. Ah, I'm even outdone in my own words.
The harbor master's report lists all the shipments being delivered to the Walrusburg harbor. A ship called the Sea Chicken is listed as arriving with several imported tuna crates.
Good work. Now comes the fun part. The sea chicken, eh? Keystans. Despicable profiteers conspire with the Empress, forcing us to buy their gross fish. Time for a poisson party. We board the ship, fight our way into the hold, and then find a way to get the imported tuna crates up onto the deck. Then, voila! We dump the crates into the harbor. It's going to be fun. Go now. I'll meet you on board the ship. The lazy pirates are probably all napping below decks. Maybe we can just sneak down and...
Well, isn't this convenient? I think we found someone to scrub the decks. Get them! I guess we'll be scrubbing the decks after all. Someone, get out the brushes.
So much for the element of surprise. Oh well, it's overrated anyways. Come on, let's get below decks.
Welcome to your doom, landlubbers! Someday I will be making captain! Then you can say you were beaten by a Captain Cranetail! Am I kidding? I'll never be captain. The name Cranetail just isn't catchy. It's not fair that Hook is already taken.
Phew! Do you smell that? Frozen is not the same as fresh. Ugh, gross. The crates are right over there. Let's load them onto the lift. Now, we just have to find the controls to raise the lift. They should be right over there.
Aha! So you are the cause of the ruckus! On whose authority do you dare to board my ship? Chief Advisor Rasputin himself ordered this shipment!
On the authority of the good penguins of Polaris, we do not want your stinking fish in our harbor!
So you have no authority at all, then? Very well. Then it's time for you to learn that the sea chicken will not be so easily plucked! How dare you humiliate me on board my own ship? Rasputin will hear of this! You can be sure of that!
There's the cargo lift lever. Push the lever to raise the imported tuna crates up to the deck. That's it! The sea chicken is cooked! Time to go back up onto the deck and have a poisson party! Voila! I think it's party time. Come on, let's return this tuna to the sea.
The crates tumble over the side of the sea chicken into the harbor. When the tuna thaw out, they'll be free to swim back out to sea.
Now that was the most fun I've had since... well, since the walrus came. Let's go. I'll meet you back at Le Nettoyage. Now that was the best party I've attended in years. Felt good, didn't it? Liberté! Yes, liberté! Now the revolution has truly begun. You should know, though, I am not the leader of this revolution. I am just another patriot. Our true leader, Danton, was captured by the Imperial Guard. Like your Oski friend Ivan, Danton is being held in the Bastille. We must liberate them and all the other innocent civilians who have been wrongly imprisoned. Meet me back at the press, and we will discuss our next steps. Bonjour! It seems our business in the harbor caused quite a stir. We must move quickly now to seize the moment. Breaking our friends out of the Bastille will be hard. The Empress keeps the Bastille key with her always, under the pillow on her palanquin. To get close, we need someone the Empress trusts. She has a private dancer at the theater, an Oski named Baryshnikov, who seeks to defect. If you would go to his dressing room at the Bolshoi Theater, he might know a way for you to get close enough to the Empress to steal the key.
Every day I give everything I have on that stage, my entire heart and soul. But this gluttonous Empress keeps me all to herself. I've put up with her grotesqueness long enough. Or with the Patriots, yes? By the way the Empress has treated me is one thing. But now her guards have thrown my friend into the Bastille. Ivan the Great himself. What you know of Ivan? Ah, he was one of the greatest performers of all time. Together, we packed circus tents from here to Tandaria. For Ivan's sake, I will help you steal the key to the Bastille. First, though, we must ensure I can defect from this dreadful place. To leave the city, I need you to go to the armory and stamp my papers with the martial seal. You may have to fight. Once the papers are stamped, take them to the captain of a ship called the Hummingbird in the harbor. Do this, and we have a deal.
The armory is restricted to enforcers only. You know the rules. I suggest you leave before we arrest you on curfew violation. Very well. Then we will just look the other way this time. In fact, we'll just go the other way.
It's about time. I've been waiting over an hour. That Stroganoff better not be cold. Wait a minute. You don't look like the serving girl. What are you doing in here? I guess I will go out for Stroganoff today.
You stamp Baryshnikov's papers with the Marshal's seal, authorizing him to leave the city. Now you need only to deliver the papers to the captain of the Hummingbird down at the harbor.
Want a fresh start? Come to the new world. Gold and cookies for everyone. Book passage on the Hummingbird today. Ah, the papers for the dancer. Very well, and he paid in advance. So tell him his space is secure and we leave in the morning.
You secured my place on the Hummingbird? I cannot wait. This new world sounds almost too good to be true. I have devised what I think is a rather ingenious plan to steal the Bastille key. You will take it. The Empress waits in the theater. Aha! You look splendid! Very well. While I am dancing. Brilliant, isn't it? I told you, it's flawless.
What's this? A new dancer? You're late. Not the way to make a good first impression. Well, what's the problem? Get in there. Don't keep the...
The theater is richly decorated. Red velvet curtains trimmed with Tundarian gold. Very fancy. Baryshnikov is center stage, putting on an impressive performance. Even the guards are mesmerized. In the balcony above, you can see Empress Antisket, enraptured by Baryshnikov's bold routine. You gently pull the key out from under the Empress's pillow, but somehow the movement catches her attention.
Bravo, my little Baryshnikov! Bravo! Oh, but who is this? A new dancer? Oh, how exciting! I think I want to see you dance. Oh, yes, I do. Go on down to the stage, darling. Oh, this'll be such a treat.
Perhaps my plan wasn't as perfect as I thought. I don't see any way to avoid this, though. Just go up there and do your best. How bad could it be?
At first you feel clumsy and awkward, but after a moment the music seems to take over to...
How very modern? I don't think I've ever seen anyone dance like that.
Yes, it's called the Crazy Clown. It's very fashionable in Marleybone. We are lucky to have someone with such talent.
Oh, well, if it's fashionable in Marleybone, we should see more of it. Very good, yes, bravo. You can stop now.
You're too kind, Your Highness. We both thank you. We should go practice now. Psst, meet me back in the dressing room, quickly. Well, that didn't go exactly as planned, did it?
Baryshnikov, soon as you're dressed, the Empress wants a word. Bring that new dancer, too.
Or maybe not. You have the key, right? I think it's time for us to make our departures. Take the key back to your friends quickly, and I wish you the best of luck storming the Bastille. Thank you, my friend, for securing my escape. I hope we meet again someday.
you